He cannot go around with the persona that he's selling without having a dominant smile. He needs to have a male dominant smile. So it's been a long time since I wanted to do this before and after of a celebrity. Definitely a celebrity, but I wouldn't name him a celebrity. I would have named him something very different. And this is yours truly, guys. Top G, Mr. Producer, Mr. Andrew Tate. Arguably the most talked persona on the internet. Whether you are sharing some of his ideas or not, and this is the reality. And this is exactly what I wanted you to see again. Since he did something, and since he became an internet persona, and since he had to appear everywhere, then he couldn't go around showing what he had before. If you see old videos of Andrew Tate, you can easily see that he had a major problem with his own teeth, affecting not only his smile but also his speech. I'm definitely sure that his speech was also affected by it, because the positioning of your own teeth plays a significant role also on your own speech. And this is what happened with this guy also. He definitely had some problems because he had very crowded teeth. So it was very difficult for him to go through the procedure of having braces, but braces that they were showing. So I'm sure if I asked him one day, I'm sure he went with the Invisalign or the clear aligners procedure, because he was not able to wait that long to be off the picture when he was speaking, for example, and be seen with braces and be seen in places, in shows, in everything. So this is also something very tricky. This is also something very specific, because some patients are not able to follow up with our treatments, whatever that is, whatever we offer them, whether that's going to be braces, whether that's going to be veneers, anything that we offer them. The only problem that some patients have, it's the time limit that we have and the window we have to treat them, because they're businesswomen, they're businessmen, they're involved in many glamorous activities. So some people are not very easy to treat. It's not like you're going to have somebody in your own clinic and they will give you the maximum amount of time for you to do whatever you want and then everything is perfect. No, it's not always going to be the case. So you always have to think, you always have to be creative, and you always have to have a treatment plan where you're going to be able to have the specific schedule for everybody, and then with their own needs you act accordingly. So definitely Top G was not able to do veneers from the beginning. I'm pretty sure about it, because if he did veneers from the beginning, then something was going to be off, because he had very crooked teeth. So definitely he went through the procedure of clear aligners or Invisalign to fix the smile, at least for a while. I'm not saying that he finished the therapy. I'm not saying he was wearing them for like 2 years. I don't know what happened in there, but they handled it amazingly. They handled it amazingly, because as a dentist I was able to understand that something is happening, but most people were not able to understand what was happening. And this is amazing, because this is something that I try to do also with my patients, whether that's going to be like clear aligners, Invisalign, temporary restorations. We try to manipulate and mask problems for patients that are going to be exposed, and we want them to feel comfortable in whatever we are doing until we are done. So this is really, really important. Your journey until the final result has to be very specific, and it has to be very accurate, so you will be able to treat this kind of patients. So you can clearly see that in the beginning he definitely needed braces, and you can see here not only his teeth were fixed, but his own face structure changed completely. So it's like I told you, it's not always about teeth, but in the end, in the face structure, it is, because you have the specific support of the muscles and also of the inner oral cavity of the patient. You have the support that the patient needs for the facial features. It's really, really important to understand. Some dentists are creating so thick restorations, they don't understand that they're affecting how thick the restoration is, but they're affecting the complete structure of the mouth, and it looks too much. Everything looks too much. So in this situation, definitely he went through the procedure of having braces or clear aligners. He fixed his smile in terms of symmetry, because this is also needed in full mouth reconstructions, so you will be very minimally invasive on the tooth. You don't always have to create something like a crown and destroy the tooth for the sake of the restoration. No, you always have to think that the less you touch, the better is for your own patient. So definitely what they did here, they fixed the smile with aligners. They expanded the smile. They covered the buccal corridor on this side so you can see these dark sides. And they created a very dominant. This is also something that I wanted you to understand. He cannot go around with the persona that he's selling without having a dominant smile. Do you understand my direction of thinking? He needs to have a male dominant smile. You cannot create something that is going to be short. You cannot create something that is not going to be visible. You have to be very able to give him something that he's going to wear at least for the next 20 years of his life. So what they did here, because he's a mixed color guy and he has like darker skin than anybody else, they created a white smile, but they didn't go crazy with it, because you can clearly see it from his own t-shirt here. Yeah, they didn't went crazy with it. They just went white, dominant smile, powerful smile. Understand these two words that I'm saying: dominant, powerful. Every patient is different. For example, if you have a woman and she's very delicate and cute and all this stuff, you cannot change her facial features because you liked so and not giving her something cute or something that is going to be feminine. You're going to change her character, and this is not something you should take slightly. Teeth are also very combined with character. So in this case, they gave him big teeth, dominant teeth, white teeth. So whenever he smiles now, he's a completely different person. And I would argue that the smile changed or also his speaking ability, because I believe he had some problems about pronouncing some specific words. So I'm sure he did something with it, and this is something that you have to understand. He started from this persona here, and then he morphed into something very, very different. Even he couldn't be away from fixing his own teeth. Do you believe he's giving any fuck about whatever it's gonna be if he was not gonna be beneficial from it? He did it because it was a must for his elevation, for his explosion to the top. It is a must to think about whatever you're doing because of your smile. It's your emotional expression. You have to be very serious about it, because the smile that you project to your environment, it's everything. Everything. When you're smiling to people and when people see your smiles, then they create emotions inside them. You don't really have to speak too much. If they see a beautiful smile, trust me, emotions are being created. And this is amazing, because if you can trigger emotions inside in someone's soul only by smiling, then imagine how you can actually dig deep into their soul and find out other things that you always wanted. You are already there. If somebody likes you before you even speak, just because you smiled to them, then what do you need? What else do you want? It's so powerful, you cannot even imagine. And I'm showing you these people every time just to show you how important everything is. It's so important that everybody's doing it. Everybody. But it doesn't mean because they do it, you're not allowed to do it. On the contrary, you should also consider it. You shouldn't be threatened by it. You shouldn't just think that it's just teeth and I don't want them to look good. It's okay, I just want them to eat. I understand your direction of thinking, but trust me, the first thing that everybody sees in your face, it's your own teeth. So next time, if you go to the mirror and when you smile, you don't even like what you see, do you truly believe that other people will like what they see if you don't even like it? Think, people, think. Because trust me, your smile can be the only thing that can change your reality. It's happening. I see it day in, day out. And trust me, if you were able to see what I'm seeing every day, you will definitely understand that you should never underestimate the power of the smile.